Hello and welcome to Peabody Boys Tanners Baseball versus Somerville. My name is Stefan Jandersevitz. I'm going to be announcing the game today. I just want to start us off by saying that we're always looking for announcers, for volunteer announcers. This season we're looking for baseball, softball, and both men and women's lacrosse. If you're interested, please reach out to stefan@peabodytv.org. So we're going to be starting us off at the top of the first. Peabody's going to be taking defense, Somerville taking offense. And here we go. We at Peabody TV have been to a few of the boys' baseball games thus far. They've been looking fairly decent. They lost fairly closely against Masconomet, and against Salem, they absolutely washed them away. So I'm hoping that today will be somewhat similar.
You! On the other side of the fence.
Tanner's just out here warming up, getting ready. We started a half an hour late today. Somerville had to make that drive all the way from Boston to here. I imagine the traffic wasn't very kind to them. So Tanners are back out, just kind of giving themselves another warm-up so that they're ready to go. Looks like we have a decent showing today. A lot of parents coming out to show support for their baseball players. Oh, good. All right, looks like we're just getting a couple more practice pitches in. Looks like the ump's about ready to get us started here. Starting us off for Somerville is number 5. Lefty batter. And here we go. Starting off with a little bit of jarring, just trying to get a little bit of chirping. Wind up. Ball. Another low pitch, ball 2. A couple of the Tanners players shouting a couple words of affirmation, hoping assuring them that this is just a little bit of a warm-up. Go right down, drops the ball. That's going to be a strike, though. Counts 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. Regaining control. Get one more free pitch in. That's a ball, full count. That's right below the zone. Bob's going to be forced to swing here. Swing and miss. That's going to be the first out of the game. Good showing from both players. And here comes 10 to the plate. First swing, got a hit and catch by the first baseman. Real impressive catch there. That's going to take us to 2 outs. Good attempt there by 10 to get the first hit off. And here's 22 to the plate. High, ball 1. Swing and miss, 1-1. Alright, here comes the windup. Jumps off the mound for a sec. Here we go. Jumps off the mound again. And looks like we're going for a mound visit. Pitcher's not really liking the calls from the catcher, I guess. Wants to clarify what he wants. Here we go again. Score counts 1-1, 2 outs. Swing and miss. That's going to be second strike. One more pitch to end the inning. That's going to be called a ball. Counts 2-2. He's still got a couple more throws. Looks like Five's trying to get him. The pitcher's trying to get him swinging. Low. That's going to be ball 3. And here we go with a full count. Hit right out to shortstop and thrown in for an out. Impressive stuff from the Tanners. First top of the first inning. No base runners. Somerville's going to be coming out here and trying to do the same to the Tanners. Yeah, it's gone. Doing all right. How are you? All right, here comes the first Peabody batter. He's going to be taking a couple practice swings out. Waiting for Somerville to warm up. Beautiful day today, not even a cloud in the sky. first one the baseball games that it hasn't been either cloudy or just outright rained out. We've been having a very rainy beginning to the April. We were at the softball game earlier this week and ended up having to bail out early for the equipment's sake because of how hard it started raining in the 7th. And here we go. One walks up to the plate. Getting us started for the Tanners. Rocking the yellow gloves. Shakes it off. Winds up. Way high. There you go. 12 sizes up. Small foul tip. Counts 1-1.
Jay, sit. Low, middle, hard. Here we go, bud. Do what you do, Jay. Stop.
Here we go again. That's going to be a strike. Counts 1 and 2. Another swing and foul. This time a little up towards the handle.
Right here, JJ.
Counts to 1 and 2. Another foul. Right over our heads this time. 1 keeping himself in this count. Another ball. Caught swinging. It's going to be the first out of the inning. Good attempt at 1 there, trying to keep themselves in the fight there. Now we have 30 up to the plate, lefty batter. That's going to be ball 1. It's going to be ball 2.
Focus under elbow here. Find his belt. Mark, bud.
Much more advantageous position for 30 to be in here. Counts 2 and 0. That's going to be ball 3.
Deep breath, one at a time. Deep breath, one at a time. Let's go, 3-0.
That's going to be ball 4. Tanner's first base is on a walk. Very dangerous for Somerville here because the past 2 games that we've watched, Peabody has been absolutely insane on the base running. Just stealing bases left, right, and center. So we should keep an eye on 30 out here just to see what they might take away. 30 sizing up. Almost went for it. Called off by the coaches. All right, we have 2 up to the plate here. Counts 1 and 0. It's going to be a second ball. Betancourt looking for something. 30 takes a couple crawls off the base a little. That's going to be ball 3. go. First strike of the at bat. Counts 3-1. Strike 2, full count. 30's going for a steal, slides for it, and safe. There's what I was talking about. Here's 30 stealing a base right on up from underneath Somerville's nose. Now we got a base runner on second. 2 just looking for a single hit just to get somebody on third. Or 30 just might take it for himself. He's already leading off the base. 12 staring him down. That's going to be a walk for 2. We got a base on first and second now. No outs, 1 out in the inning. Here comes 20 up to the plate, another lefty hitter. Again, 30 leading off the plate, 12 keeping an eye on him. Trying to keep an eye out for the pickoff. Sizes up, goes high. Nobody takes a base. 1 ball. Goes for another throw. Foul tipped back. Counts 1-1. There we go, 30 again, leading off the plate. Big hit out towards right field. Nobody's there to catch it, and people are running. Here comes 30 passing third, going home, followed by 2. And that's 2 points for Peabody. Both 30 and 2 make it home, and 20 makes it all the way out to second base. Coming up to meet up with Betancourt, probably just to get a few notes. Fantastic hit from 20 there, though. Scores 2-0. Tanner's in the lead now. 1 out in the inning. And here comes 3 up to the plate. 12's going to have to be careful for 20 over there. He probably has the same base running potential as 30 did. Strike to start off the at-bat.
Sit wait, bud.
That's going to be ball 1. Not even checking 20 this time. In the dirt, 20 was real close for running there, but the catcher was able to get back up in time. Disincentivize him from taking that run.
Come on, Ethan, hey kid. Hey now, kid. Come on, Ethan. Go in. My boy, you all active there.
Here we go. 12 keeping an eye on 20 back there. Another ball right down the middle. That's going to be strike 2. Counts 2-2. 12's looking for 1 more to get up to 2 outs. Still no safety just yet. That's going to be a ball. Full count again. Here we go. 20 leading off again. Just challenging 12 to make a move. That's strike 3, 36 out. All right, that's on 10 here to send 20 home. Here we go again on the outside.
Hey, read inside there, too. Read inside there.
That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Lonnie looking for his opening. Hit. That's going to be out. Foul ball. Counts 1 and 2 now. 10 in a little bit of a dire situation. And here it goes. Up in the air. Straight up. Catcher's looking for it. Doesn't make the catch. Keeping them in the at-bat. 10. Really lucky with that one. Count still 1 and 2. Swing and miss. All right, that's the end of the first inning. Peabody comes out of that with 2 points. Fantastic job on 20 getting that double there, putting the Tanners up ahead. Now I'll be on the Tanners defense to try and make shut down Somerville for the second inning. Don't want to speak too soon, but the Tanners pitcher is already on track for a no-hitter. I know this is the first inning, but just want to point it out there. .27 for Somerville is going to be starting off the at-bat. Now he was looks like to be their designated hitter. He was sitting on the bench the entire time for the defensive side of things. So probably starting off for Somerville fairly strong.
He hit it too hard.
All right, looks like Tanner's already pretty much set with warming up. Just trying to get a little bit more of it in, but they're sending most of the baseballs in. And here we go, 27 up to the plate. All right, here comes 5 with the first pitch. That's going to be a ball. Another ball. Counts 2-0. 5 moving fast here. Low, 0-3, 3-0. Apologies.
Go, Max!
Ooh, and hit by pitch. You know, that's going to be starting us off with a walk. Spoke too soon. Hopefully 27's all right over there. He doesn't look too shaken up. All right, 24's now up to the plate, a lefty batter. Right down the middle for strike 1. Five checks his first base, sets up, throws it. 24 sends that back into the woods behind the home plate. Setting the poor ball boys to go diving through all those thorns back there. Ball 2. Correction, ball 1.
Yeah, I saw it.
Huh?
Was it right at the guy?
Counts 1 and 2. Oh, inside on that one. I was hit by a second pitch already. Counts 2-2. Another foul tip there. 24 still in this. Still 2-2. 5 still hasn't checked first base. 27's not really looking at it. Another throw. That's strike 3. All right, first out of the inning. Still a base runner on first. Number 3 looking to at least try and advance the base runners. There we go, strike 1. Five checks first base again. In the dirt. Sending it back to first, and that's going to be safe. 27 testing his luck a little bit. Tanners are all over him, though. Counts 1-2. Got a base runner going all the way to second. Way overthrown. 27 still on the ground, though. Not going to be able to take third with that one. Count is 2-2. Now we have a base runner on second. Goes for another throw. That's another ball. Full count now. And caught swinging. 2 outs for the second inning. Tanner's looking to wrap it up. 30 coming up to the plate. Coming back towards second. Safe. A little bit of hesitation there, but overall, no harm, no foul. Five still keeping an eye on him. Keeping an eye on him. Goes up for the pitch in the dirt. Swing popped up in the air. Second baseman coming to go for it. Shortstop makes the catch and ends the inning. Score still 0-2. Tanner's in the lead. Spoke a little too soon about the no-hitter, but Tanner's still looking pretty strong on defensively. All right, number 4 is going to be starting us off here for the Tanners. Yes, bottom of the second. How you feeling over there? Good. All right, Somerville now starting to throw the balls in towards the sidelines. Correction, the dugouts. Football in the brain.
Be ready.
And here's 4, standing at the plate. And that's going to be high, ball 1. That's going to be behind. That's a hit and walk. 4 starting us off with being on first. You always don't want to see people getting hit by a pitch like that, but on base is on base. We saw what 27 was able to do the same, able to steal second. So hopefully he was able to show off their base running again and turn this into a point. Swing and a miss from 6, starting off the count with 1 strike. Runner, 4 running for it. And that's going to be safe. Oh, call from the... Okay, there we go. Good base running from 4 there.
Hey, Joe!
Counts 1-1. 4, again, it's kind of teasing the pitcher here. Swing and a miss from 6, so that's counts 1 and 2.
Same high, 6. Here we go. Right into the work, Joe. Don't change that swing, bud.
And, oh, that was a tip. That's going to be out on first. 4's running for third. There we go. 6. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get to first base himself, but he pushes number 4 to third. Single hit. That's another point.
Last turn, Jordan. Last turn, buddy. Your turn. Here you go. What do you say?
26 now, looking to hopefully tack that RBI onto his record. Behind, it's going to be ball 1.
Hey, down early, hard middle. Down early, hard middle now.
Here we go again, swinging. Counts 1-1. Now it's going to be another ball. Four, creeping forward. That's going to be another ball. 3-1.
Hammer here, Jordan. Waiting turn now.
That's going to be ball 4. Runners on first and third. As 1 comes back up to the plate. Still 1 out in the inning. So the pressure's not relieved if 1 gets struck out here. 12 and a bit of a snag. Here comes 26 going for a run already. That's going to hit all the way out and caught. 4's coming home. And there we go. 1 getting his RBI from 4. And we still have a base runner on first. Scores now 3-0. Tanner's in the lead. Runner from 26 hesitated from the catcher. 26 gets his base.
Hard middle 3-0. Hard middle like you do. Sit like you do, bud. Smooth middle.
Nearly every base runner that's made it to first has stolen second at this point. Again, fantastic base running from the Tanners. Big hit. Foul.
Hey, great hat. Right around chin, you there.
Counts now 2-1.
No change on that hat.
30 still having the advantage on the count. At this point, just trying to hope to get at least 26 to third. Ball 3.
To the elbow, go to work, bud. 1-3-0.
Another foul tip. Full count now. Almost hitting a ball boy, retrieving another ball, the previous foul ball back there. Shoutouts to 27. We appreciate the work that you're doing over there. And that's ball 4, 30. Now on first. Right, base runners, first and second. Here comes 2 back up to the plate.
Right spot. Grab yourself some out behind here. Let's go. Shoot again.
Ooh, little inside there. Ball 1. Ball 2. And here comes the coaches out to visit the mound. This is a sticky situation to be in. 2 outs in the inning, so this gets them, saves them if they're able to get this number 2 out. But down 2 strikes in the count is not a good position to be in, especially when 26 and 30 have shown themselves to be fairly proficient at stealing bases right from underneath their noses. This is sizing up to be a lot worse for Somerville if they don't end this now. Throwing again, base ground ball, running past 26. 26 gets to third. Shortstop dives for the ground ball, but doesn't get up in time. Now there's every base is full. 20 back up to the plate. Last time he was up here, they got a double. And a lefty pitcher, lefty batter, which has been giving 12 a little bit of trouble. Thrown. Ball 1. Somerville still has hope here. Still 2 outs in the inning. Tipped. That's going to be strike 1.
Hey, that's down. You're good. That's down. You're there, kid. Hey, come on, 2-0. Keep yourself in that. No one better hop bat. We say 2-0. We say no.
Counts 1-1. Big hit. Popped out to center field. Now, is anybody catching that? No, caught. 26 home. 30's home. 2 makes it to second, and 20 makes it to, correction, 2 makes it to third, 20 makes it to second. Another double from 20 there to get another 2 points. The score is now 5-0. Disaster for Somerville at this point. Luckily, at this point, they don't need to worry about any of the Tanners stealing bases out from underneath them, though if it's any overthrow, two's coming home. Big swing and miss from 36.
Hey, right back at it. Let's go. Work that way, that bit. We're ready.
Correction, 36. 36. And hit by pitch. Another full lineup here for the Tanners. 10's now here, trying to see if he can turn this into even more points for the Tanners. Still no mound visit from the Somerville coach. I don't see any warm-ups. And Tanners are replacing their runners. 36 comes back to the bench, getting replaced by... Who is this here? 33. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. That's going to be ball one.
You're right over there, bud. You're right over there. Go, bud.
Taking his time. Low. Ball two.
I get you build here, kid. Go hard. Down and hard. 10. Build 1-0. Go, bud. Now go 1-0. Get 1-0. Hey, boys.
Ball three. 12 might walk home a point here. Counts 3-0. First strike. There we go. 10 still chilling over there. At this point, 12's got to make sure that each of these hit the zone. Big swing and miss from 10. Full count. All right, all comes down to this.
Anything close, foul it off. Make sure you get your pitch.
Here comes. Big swing and miss. That's the end of the second. 12 clutching it out there at the end. Score is still 5-0, but that was looking a lot worse than what it ended up being. Somerville coach had a few words to say to the outfielders after that dropped ball. Somerville is up to bat, though, so this is their opportunity to get and catch back up to the Tanners before it starts going way out of control. .13 for Somerville is going to be starting off the inning. This is the top of the third. Score still 5-0 with Tanners in the lead. And here we go. 5, contemplating. Winds up. Foul back over the fence, back into the woods. Shout out to 33 going diving for that ball. That's a second strike. Count 0-2. That's high.
Come on, Pete. Go on, 3. Get it started, kid. Go, Max.
Swing and missed, and the at bat. First out of the third. 17 now comes out to the plate.
Let's go, Lucas. Come on, kid.
Hey, 1-7.
Here we go again. Right down the middle for the first strike. Another swing, strike 2. And swung again, strike 3, 17 taken care of. Tanners already 2 outs in the top of the third. Not a good situation to be in Somerville's shoes. Here comes 5 to the plate, lefty batter. That's going to be high, ball 1. Ball 2. It's going to be ball 3. I was looking pretty good during those last at-bats. Maybe just trying a few things up. It's going to be ball 4, walked. Somerville's on base now. Still down 2 outs, but anything's possible. 16 back up to the plate. Last time he came back up, he basically just swung at the first pitch. And the first baseman for the Tanners made an absolutely insane catch. Ball's overthrown to catch out the runner. 5 makes it to second base. Small errors from the Tanners here. Just apologizing to each other over that one. Here we go again. Still 0-0 count. 5's now over at second. Right down the middle for the first strike. Here we go again. Strike 2. 5 got to look for something. But down into the dirt. Behind. 5 runs for third. Catcher lost the ball there for a second. Still 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, but now we got 5 on third. Any single hit is Somerville's on the board. Counts 1 and 2. Hit, base, goes out to third, and gets the out at first. Tanners just barely clutching it out there. Still a 5-0 game for them. Somerville tasting the blood in the water there for a second. Good base running by Somerville 5, taking advantage of those little errors to try and get in position himself at third. Takes off the gloves, takes off the helmet, and throws the hat on, and is right back out to the field. Yeah. While we're waiting for the bottom of the third to start, my camera rep Adam just sat down here next to me. Adam, how are you doing out here today?
I'm doing great.
Doing-
Real good game so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good game thus far. Somerville's been trying to get an edge in. What do you think it's going to take out of them to actually get into this game?
I think it's going to take some good pitching here for sure. Last time they allowed a lot of errors. They can't allow that to happen again. So
Yeah, we had a couple walks. We had even a walk home for a point. Yeah, very struggling during the defense thus far for Somerville. What have you been thinking about the Peabody base running thus far?
Peabody's base running has been great. I also saw them stealing a lot. So yeah, just generally really great work for the past 2 innings and a half.
Almost 3.5 innings.
Are we at the bottom?
This is 2.5 innings. Yeah, we're bottom of third. All right, 4's up to the plate now. Yeah, Adam, get back to your station. Come on, dude.
Get out of here.
4 pops it back up. It's going to be first strike at the at-bat.
Right. 2 hand through. Yep. Same thing, 2 on you. Low, middle, hard.
Oh, big hit out to center field. Sizing up for the catch. Loses it right over his head. 4 charging towards second base. Nice double there from Tanner's 4.
Yeah, Rook.
Here comes 6 up to the plate. Last time he was at plate, he was able to get 4 over to third base. Hopefully he gets on base himself this time.
Here we go, man. Say go.
It's going to be first strike.
Somebody know you hammer here, Joe.
Ground ball. It's going to be a foul. Counts 0-2.
Jordan. That starts there. Here we go. Get ready.
He's hungry for it. Another ground ball. This time it's going to be right towards the shortstop before it makes it to third. And that's going to be an out on first. Again, able to get 4 over to third here, sizing them up for another point.
Oh! No, I'm just saying it 5 different times.
Again, Somerville coach is not happy with his players this time around.
Hey, Jordan.
26 back up to the plate.
Jump on one, Jordan.
His last at bat, he got walked to the first place and then stole 2 bases. Big swing. Counts 1-1.
Hey, Jordan.
That's going to be another ball. Another swing. 2-2. 26 almost looked like they didn't want that swing halfway through it. Still in this. Still in this. And that's strike 3. Good attempt there from 26. Now one's going to be coming back up to the plate. Showing again off those banana yellow gloves. That's going to be outside.
Job, Lou. Here we go. Let's go, Joy. Go one. Up there. Go, back.
Ground hit towards third. Misses. Error. 4 is coming home for that, and while 1 gets to first base. Somerville, these errors absolutely taking the wind out of their sails. Score is now 6-0 for the Tanners. Runner, front and 1, making his way towards second, slides in, safe.
Hey, 3-0. No difference that teamwork up there last night. Let's go. Hard middle field. Let's go. No difference.
Again, with the Tanners, if you give them first, they'll take second. Ball. Counts 2-0. Goes back for a throw. Oh, that's going to be safe. Real close one there for 1. Sizing back up again. 5 kind of sizing. That's going to be a strike. Counts 2-1. Again, sizing 1 back up. Throws, tips back. We got 2 outs at the bottom of the third here. 1 more strike, and they're moving on back onto the 4th. Another tip.
3-0. Discipline under elbow. Let's go. Let me get your hands down too now. Hands down the ball. Here you go, bud.
Counts still 2-2. 1. Still looking to do something here. That's going to be a ball, full count. And 1's going for the run. Steals third, right out from underneath their noses. 12 getting a little too comfortable there. Third, he sized up a point on a silver platter. Can he do it? That's a tip. Still in this.
Hey, no change, right on ball. Let's go. There you are. Hey, 3-0.
Full count still. 2 outs. 1 pitch does it. Big hit. Popped up. Looks like shortstop's going for it. Loses track of it. Hits the ground. 30 gets to first, home, and 1 gets to home. Exactly what the Tanners were looking for. Score is now 7-0. Hump's coming back out just to kind of clean things up around the plate. Keeping himself honest. We're right now at the bottom of the third. The score is 7-0. A massive point difference between the 2 teams. I'm not sure I want to start this off by saying I'm not sure the ruling on this, but I do know that for softball, if you get to the 5th, the point difference of 12, they just end the game under mercy rule. Somerville still has a full other inning to try and get a couple points on the board here. But Tanners are sizing up just to outright mercy rule them. Strike 1. .30, creeping forward. 12 trying to keep an eye on him. Doesn't go for it. That's going to be 1-1. Good control by 2, not swinging on that. Another pump fake swing again. That's going to be another ball. Counts 2-1. That's going to be another ball. 12. Choking up a little bit here. Keeps peeping back over here at 30. Probably has a little PTSD from all the bases stolen from him. First strike of the at-bat. Second strike, apologies, it's now a full count.
Here we go, Deuce. Here we go, Deuce.
Down in the dirt, and 30 goes and steals second. And we're walking 2 here, so we have now 2 base runners, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Not looking good for Somerville. 30 creeping forward, eyeing up third base. 20 up to the plate here. That's going to be ball 1. Another ball there. Counts 2-0. 12 just can't seem to find his mark just yet. Tip from 20, first strike of the at-bat.
Hey, no change, head in, huh? Hey, 2-0. We got you, Croc. You got it. Hey, Croc. Look at that heavy bat. Stay there, 2-0.
Here we go.
Heavy bat, bud.
Big hit. Here we go. 30 does backs over to the third base, up in the air, and that's caught midair. Taking us out of the bottom of the third. Good job from the left fieldman, saving the day for Somerville there, because 30 was just about to hit home. Score is now still 7-0 at the top of the fourth. Hi, guys. A couple of Peabody High kids wanted to make a little bit of a cameo. Yeah, this is a rough one for Somerville. You still have a whole half of the game left. It's still anybody's game, as is the case with baseball. But if this is the same team that we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of this inning, this is not looking good for them.
How does the mercy work?
So I don't know how it works in baseball, but the way it would work is that if you get to the, basically, this is the top of the fourth, if you get to the bottom of the fifth, and there's a 12-point difference, and B, the visiting team has not gotten the fifth just yet. So that only happens at the bottom of the fifth, and at a 12-point difference. So if it's an 11-point difference at the bottom of the fifth, game still goes.
But it's possible.
It is possible. All right, here's 22 up to the plate. Right on, right? All right, 22 starting us off. Ground ball right between the third and shortstop. Getting himself on base.
Here we go.
Good stuff from 22 there.
Come on, just boy. Go, Graham. One up.
Throws it back to first. 20 making that catch. That was way over his head, and real lucky that it wasn't overthrown. 27 back up to the plate. Hit. That's out to center field. Rushing for it. That's not even close to trying to get it in. 22 making it to third. 4 throwing it home. Somerville, second and third. No outs on the inning. Looking good for the top of the fourth. I gave the warning about 27 earlier. That was a big hit out to the back of center field for a double. Here's 24 up to the plate. And has a runner on second and third. No outs. In the dirt. .24 grounds it. Throws it to first. Gets the first out of the inning. Smart on 22 to not run for that. 5 was just making sure that he was didn't need to catch 22 off in a pickle. Still hope for the Tanners here to get out without a scratch. We have 3 up to the plate now. Right down the middle for strike 1. Ground ball out to shortstop. Throwing it home. And that's out. And 22 out at home. Unfortunate decision there. Somerville still has base runners on first and third now. 27 made his way from second to third. 30 looking to get a point on the board for Somerville. Yeah, it looks like my guess was that ground ball. 22 started running, 27 started running. And when shortstop picked that up, too late for 22 to get back to third. 27 already too close to third. 22 was just forced to run home there and get himself out. Two outs in the top of the fourth. Somerville still hasn't gotten that point yet. The dirt. No base runner advances, however. Here we go again. Counts 1-1. Swing from 30. That's going to be 1-2 now. One more pitch, and you just take the wind out of Somerville's sails. In the dirt, down. 3 doesn't go for second there. Base runner still on first and third. Counts now 2-2. It's going to be in for a full count. All comes down to this for Somerville. That's in the dirt, walking him. All right, we got full bases here for Somerville. Still 2 outs. All it takes is one play. But Somerville must smell the blood in the water. They must be hurting for this right now. Hit right out to center field. Not in position for it. We got a first point. 27 makes it home. 3 coming back around, passing third, makes it home. Somerville, 2 points. Real good hit from 13 over there. And it gives himself a double. Puts Somerville on the board for 2 points.
There goes me going home early. Well, at least we like the game competitive.
Yeah, at least we got a competitive game.
Yep.
Score is now 7-2. Tanner's still in the lead, and still 2 outs at the top of the 4th. But Somerville's made it on the board.
Hey, man, be confident now. You got this. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Low. Swing. Popped up. Shortstop coming for it, and that's caught to take us out of the top of the 4th. Peabody relinquishing 2 points there for Somerville. Still squarely ahead. But Somerville now has a little bit of hope. All right, looks like we got our new pitcher up to the mound, 24 now. 12's moved out towards the third base. And 36 is going to be starting us off for the Tanners. Coaches look like they're probably talking with the ump over there. Looks like everybody's in good spirits, though. .24 getting a couple extra warm-up pitches in. So Somerville swapped out their pitcher. His pitcher's now 12 is now over at third base. 24 now on the mound. What's your thoughts on that?
Probably a good decision. The other pitcher, he's been doing well lately, but earlier on, in the third inning especially, he wasn't doing the best. So letting him get refreshed, get his arm back, and putting somebody else out is probably a great idea for Somerville.
Yeah, as I was mentioning, I think those the stolen bases was kind of giving him a little PTSD. He was kept checking over his shoulder, looking a little too much, and then when the pitch actually came, it usually was a ball. So I am hopeful that 24 is able to hopefully close this out for the Somerville.
Yeah. All right, let's head back to the line.
Yeah, get back to your post.
Come on.
And here we go. Bottom of the fourth. Score 7-2. Tanner's in the lead. 36 starting us off strong. Hit. Right past third baseman, down the baseline. 36 going for second. Nice double there from 36. They might do the same thing again, have 36, yeah, here they go. 36 getting replaced with 33 for the base running again. And here's 10 up to the plate. Hit again, right past, right down to the third baseman. 33 stays home. Good, makes a decision, slides for it. So 33 safe at the third. 10 out. First out of the inning. So we got a runner on third, no runner on first or second.
Hey, Luke, what you say, man?
Must be difficult for that the umpire out in the infield, having to keep eyes on the back of his head to make sure that both first was to make the call at first and the call at third. Not envious of him whatsoever. Count 0-1. 4 up to the plate again. It's going to be a ball. Ooh, that's a tip. 33 really thinking about making that run home, decides against it.
Don't change that, it's gonna work. What you look like, bud, here we go.
Counts 1-2. 1 out at the bottom of the fourth. Hit. And that's going to be foul. Four staying on top of it. Still at bat. Looking for this opportunity to bring 33 home. 24 sizes up. Another tip.
In that fight, Max, here we go.
4 not going down without a fight. Oh, told to take a step out for a sec. Just needed a moment with his glove. Here we go again. Hit. Sent out to left field, and that's going to be another foul. Right above our heads this time. 4 really not letting himself out of this at bat. Fighting tooth and nail for 33 to come home. 24 just keeps sending him down. Still only one ball. And here we go. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Sent home. And it's going to be safe. He didn't make the tag. Didn't make the tag. Thought he had the force out. Didn't go down for the tag. 33 gets another point. Now that's going to be 8-2 for the Tanners. Four made it to first as well. Back towards first. Four, safe. Still only one out. Four, running for it. A little too late. Four makes it. Again, almost without fail, pretty much. Tanner's always taking second base instead of just waiting for somebody to give them that opportunity.
Good work, Joey! What up, Joe? Hey, six.
Count still 0-0. Tipped back. It's going to be first strike of the at-bat. Six, back up to the plate. Past two hits at-bats he's had, he's gotten himself out, but has sent four to third both times. Bet you can tell just how frustrated he's been with getting out that much. 24 taking a real slow way of trying to get four out there. Yes, you can tell Six has been frustrated with his inability to get on base thus far. You can only imagine he's almost frothing at the mouth trying to get on base now. Tipped again. Hits himself in the head with the bat.
Let me lower hammer here, Joe. On that elbow, gonna work. Right back, Joe. Nobody better above what he said, Joe.
Like I said, he's looking for it. Takes a step off. Comes back. Four. Creeping up. Eyeing up third. That's high. Counts 1-1. Or 1-2. 1-1.
All right, Joe, smooth. Say speedy.
High again.
You do here, Joe?
Ground ball. Four's running for third. Six is running first. That's an out. Six showing his frustrations. Could have sworn he made it there. But again, got to give him his praises. Getting forward to third again, sizing them up for another point.
I neither, obviously.
26 tips that one.
Okay. Right hand through, vet. When you do your work, vet. Hey, deep breath, nice relax. One up. Let me get your hands through, Jordan. Hands through, Jordan.
High.
Clean foot.
Counts 1-1.
Let's go, Vic. Show your hammer here, Jordan. One up.
High again.
Deep breath, ready to fire now, Jordan.
High again.
Wait, here we go, ball.
Counts now 3-1.
Have here, Jordan.
Tips again, full count. 26 hoping to make up for his last at bat. I'm coming out to clean off the home plate again.
Hey, Jordy, hey, bud.
That's high again, walking him out to first, just like what happened at his first at bat. And what we saw at his first at bat as well is he also has wheels to make himself take second for himself. Coach and catcher coming out for a mound visit. And one's back up to the plate.
Here we go, one.
All right, mound visit over. Score is still 8-2. Tanner's still in the lead. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth, so getting one out here, trying to catch a pickoff. Right on cue. Yeah, anything at this point gets Somerville into to the 5th inning. It seems like they've been picking up the pace a little, looking more competitive. So they need to get back at bat. Hit right to third, sent home. That's going to be a little error from 22. 4 comes home for another point. 26 makes it all the way from first to third off of that. Score is now 9-2. Number 1 on first, 26 on third, and 30 is now up to the plate.
Let's go, Croc.
Swing and miss. 1 goes to steal second, overthrows. 26 comes home and doesn't have possession of the ball. That's out. That's safe. That's safe. Correction, safe. 1 uses this opportunity to steal third for himself.
Jacob.
No, still 0-0 in the count. 26 steals home for himself, and 1 gets himself from first to third.
Ease letters, right? Ease letters. What you do?
At this point, I think the Tanners are pretty just happy getting out because they've gotten the points they've needed. Score's now 10-2. Tipped back. First strike of the at-bat. Still 2 outs left in the bottom of the fourth. Hit. It's going to be, that's in. That's in. Out to right field. 1 comes home for another point. 30 makes it just to first. Score's now 11-2. At this point, if you hadn't caught the conversation between Adam and I, the mercy rule has now been taken off the table, if there was even one to begin with. 24, faking a pump back to first base. Trying to just put the fear of God in 30 here. Tanners, for the first time this inning, not really looking like they're poised for a point. 2 outs still. Tipped by number 2. Here we go. Ball. Counts 1-1.
Hey, good, hey, good.
Behind the batter this time around. Ball 2.
Hey, deep breath. Through hands, middle now. We lift low, hard middle, bud. Low, hard middle.
Here we go again. Low. Ball 3. Counts now 3-1.
Come on, big left. Hey, 2. Let's go, Jade. Let's go, 2. Hard middle now.
30 eyeing up second. Doesn't go for it. And that's going to be a walk for 2. Our runners on first and second now. Still 2 outs left at the bottom of the 4th here. At this point, we're about to get 36 back at the box. Go through the whole batting order for this inning. Tips back.
No, same swing, no change. Stay there, bud. Same thing, no change. Here we go, bud.
Use your hands, kid. Use your hands. That's all you need.
20 again. Looking for
right
more
there, Noah.
another double.
Right there, bud.
At least gets a 2 over here onto third. Tips back, up in the air.
That one, let's go.
It's gonna be out and towards the woods. Again, God bless these kids going out to there. Those are absolutely thorn bushes over there. 33, shout out to 33 again.
Through, bud. Well, ball now. Every second. Hey, no, come on, no. Hey, no.
All right. Counts 1-2. Just need one more strike to get them to get themselves out of this inning. Hit. There we go, right out to right. Field. 30 comes home. 2 making his way to third base. 12 drops the ball, not able to get the out that he needs. Doesn't see 20 going for a stolen second base. 20 now got himself basically a double, combination of a single hit and a stolen base. Now we got a runner on second, runner on third. Still 2 outs. Scores now 12-2.
Say,
36 back up to the plate. Now we're back at the top of the batting order from the top of the inning. It's going to be ball 1. That's going to be ball 2.
hey, deep breath, gear up. Here we go, bud.
36, feeling comfortable at the plate right now. Jonas is on 24 now to start trying to get into the zone or trying to get him swinging. Another ball. Counts now 3-0.
Hey, bud.
First strike of the at-bat. Counts 3-1.
Here you go, bud.
36 picking and choosing his pitches. There's the comfort for another one. Calls time. Get a couple of practice swings in. Here we go again. 24 comes back up to the plate. Swings. All right, full count here for 36. Call comes down for this. Somerville biting their teeth, hoping the inning that never ends finally comes to an end. That's going to be a ball filling up the bases, 24. That one's got to hurt. .36 still looks like he's actually going to stay on first here. Oh, no, never mind. Here comes 33 again, replacing 36 for base running. We've seen that 33 can make some pretty good moves thus far. He knows how to run. Too bad that he has both of the bases ahead of him filled up with players. He can't steal. 10 hits a ground ball towards shortstop. 33, it drops the ball. 33 makes it a second. Everybody makes it safe. That was an infield ground. That should have been led to an out. 2 makes it home. 4's now up to the plate. Score's now 13-2. Right down the middle for the first strike. Ooh, way high. This counts 1-1. Hit for a foul. Count's going to be 1-2 now.
Hold on, that's your double there. Hold on, right side, let's go.
26 coming out here.
Walk that bat leak, here we go. Hold on, go to work.
Looks like he's going to come over and talk to the first base coach.
Hey, Max.
Just picks up a couple pieces of gear for his teammates. Another pitch, another ball. Counts 2-2. Bases loaded still. .24 here, hoping to prevent a nightmare. If this inning has already been one for Somerville. That's going to be another ball there. Full count. Comes down to this. Tipped right up towards us. Hits the pole. Another foul. Just like what Ford did at the top of the inning, he's keeping himself in here with these foul hits. Basically refusing to back down without a fight. Tipped. And that's going to be foul. 22 catches that, and they're finally out of this inning. Score is 13-2 as we make our way to the top of the fifth. Ford looking a little disappointed, but honestly, after that inning like that, I can't imagine being disappointed with that. Coach talking with a catcher and pitcher again for Somerville. So, we're finally in the fifth inning. What's your thoughts on the inning that never ended?
Well, that was a It was really good, really fun to watch, you know. I was a little disappointed at the end when we didn't get any more runs, but I don't think you can be disappointed in anything like that at all. That was beautiful. So.
I mean, that was 5 runs over the course of that inning for the Tanners. Yeah, they had the bases loaded there, sizing up something really good, but you can't be angry about 5 runs, right?
Yeah, you can't be angry at that. That was probably all you could ask for from anyone in an inning.
Well said, Adam. Well said.
All right. Another question.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if someone forgot to file their taxes on April 15th, what should they do? What should they do next?
I am not a tax expert at all. I am just an adult who pays taxes. You should start talking either to an accountant or the IRS as soon as you possibly can. Yeah, you did make money with us from September to December, so you do have a W2, 2024 W2.
I have the purchase.
Yeah, figure that out as soon as you possibly can, bud.
I said hypothetically.
Hypothetically. All right, here we go at the top of the 5th, starting us off with the ball.
Sean, come on, 5. Let's go, kid.
I want to give a shout out to Adam. He's one of the first kids that I've hired this year, and he's just been a great ad. Tanner's first fumble. I could possibly remember this game. Somerville gets on base, number 5 again. Tanners comes back. That's safe. Real close. 16 up to the plate. Back towards first. Safe. 5 just looking for him. Hit up right over our heads. That's going to be a foul. Strike 2. Count 0-2. 5 throwing all these balls, none of them going over the plate right now, all going over to first base, trying to catch out 5 for Somerville. Finally, a ground ball up to first base, going to tag him out, throw it towards second. 5 is safe at second. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Runner on second. 22 comes back up to the plate. Strike 1. Tips that one for strike 2. .22, big hit out towards right field, and 4's right and able to sit right underneath it to make the catch. 2 outs. 5 doesn't advance. So we still got a runner on second. 12 comes up to the plate now. It's going to be ball 1. Five trying to eye up third. Safe for the throwback though. A little high again for ball 2. 2 outs. Ball 3. Counts 3-0. That's the first strike of the at-bat. 12 took the step off the plate for that one. There we go, right up the baseline. First baseman's going to come and tag him out. That's the end of the top of the 5th. 2 ground balls right to first base. Very unlucky for Somerville there. Oh, that's going to be the end of the game. Yeah, that's going to be the mercy rule right there. Well, this is Stefan from Peabody TV. Again, wanted to highlight the fact that we're always looking for volunteers when it comes to announcing. Again, the sports we're looking for this year are baseball, softball, both boys and girls lacrosse. And I forgot to mention at the top, we're also planning on doing tennis. So if you're interested in any of that, please reach out to me at stefan@peabodytv.org. I want to give a shout out to Adam Chidi over here, my camera operator, standing out here in the cold. Shout out to Peabody Tanners. Final score is, they got rid of it, but it was 2-13.